Alrighty, guys, I'm back here for NASCAR Martinsville Talk Part 2. Uh, yeah, I'm calmed down a lot now. It was just frustrating. I mean, whenever my passion for the sport is really high, and whenever you see somebody race that clean to get the lead, I mean, I mean, it was hard racing. They raced so good, and it would be different if Joey would have bumped into him to pay him back for something he done to him, or you know uh, something like that. I mean, Truex could have easily dumped Logano, but he wanted to beat him fair and square and race him clean, and and Joey just plainly took a cheap shot on him. That's what I'm trying to get to my point out. I know everybody says, well, I would have done what Joey did too. Kudos to Joey. No. You guys that's watched racing all these years, everybody knows that was a cheap shot. Why do you think Matt Kenseth done what he did to Logano at Martinsville a few years ago? Which that's going to happen again. He ain't going to win that championship. They ain't going to let him. Kenseth, Truex, but even Busch said it was a dirty deal there. And I know Bush has done that stuff before too, but still, there's a different type between dumping somebody and a cheap shot. And the way Logano done it was he got outraced, and he didn't deserve the victory. Everybody in the stands knew it. And I agree. A lot of people saying Truex should have wrecked him, and I agree with you. He's just a nice guy. He wants to do it fair and square and try to win races the way they should be run. It's actually racing, not wrecking. I mean, it's fun to see. I know a lot of people get excited over it and they love it. A lot of people watch the races just to see that. They want to see fights. They want to see people wreck. But for my passion for the sport is I don't like seeing people win like that, especially with that on the line. If that would have been the spring race, sure, go ahead for it. But whenever you got two competitors like that, Joey is a good race car driver. He's got to start using his brain, or half of them drivers are going to hate him. And it'd be different. Even Jimmy Johnson at Charlotte, he apologized, said, "I'm so sorry for what I done." This and that. Logano gets out like, "Oh well, this is probably it is," I see where Matt Kenseth's coming from now. I never really seen it till today, and a lot of dirty drivers out there, and the Logano stands up there. But to see it on the line, we want to see the four best drivers get to Miami. We don't want to see somebody get Miami on account of wrecking somebody and put them in the wall. That ain't how you get to Miami. You're not a champion doing that. Nobody's a champion. If anybody can call Joey Logano a champion for doing a cheap shot like that, no. It don't happen that way. If it was the last lap on Miami, I'd say go for it. Wreck whatever you got to do. That's fine. But if you want to gain respect and do it, you can't race like that. And I know a lot of people, other YouTubers on here, talking about people crying, whining. I want to tell the people that said something about the crying, whining. Maybe once your driver quits running 30th every week and gets up there and starts competing for maybe even a top 10, then you can have something to talk about. Maybe you'll start crying when your driver gets wrecked. So that's just my point of view to that. And but anyway, guys, that's my take on it. We'll see what happens come next week. I hope Truex, Harvick, and Busch advances. I'd love to see it. Just piss people off, and hopefully we won't see another cheap shot for the win, because we want to see the real four people get to Miami. And that's just my take on it. And like I said, I ain't saying nothing bad. I don't wish no harm to Joey Logano whatsoever. But dirty racing's dirty racing. especially as clean as Martin raced him. I mean, that's what pissed me off more than anything, is he raced him so clean and you know how hard it is to pass somebody on the bottom like that at Martinsville on old tires. I mean, for what he done was remarkable. And if I was NASCAR, I'd took the win away from him. I'd said, listen, you're going to win races, you're going to do it the right way. You can't just wreck somebody. It's because you got defeated. But, oh well, anyway, I noticed I had 300 subscribers. I'd like to thank everybody that has subscribed. And, I may not have them anymore. A lot of them. I really love all you guys. Everybody's got their drivers. Everybody's got their picks. I love racing. But this has probably got to be the worst. Out of all the races I've watched since 1985, this is the dirtiest I've ever seen, by far. I mean, people used to claim Dale Earnhardt was a dirty driver. Nah, Dale Earnhardt would wreck people like Terry Labonte to win the race, but he'd wreck them crossing the finish line. That was a difference. And also he would wreck them, but not because they passed him, because he wanted to win. See, Joey wrecked Martin because Martin passed him, and that's just my take on that. It is what it is, guys. Move on next week. NASCAR is one big family. You can't hate each other for that. I don't hate the Logano fans. I don't hate any of the drivers' fans. I just think it's ridiculous. If somebody gets on here and they're a little frustrated over their driver getting wrecked, let them vent it out. Don't be getting on here calling each other crybabies and stuff, and whining. That's just childish. And if you don't like it, you can always, move along. I don't want to hear about the whining stuff. Like I said, there's somebody out there. Once your driver quits running 30th and gets up front, then don't say anything about the whining. And I'll see you guys later.